center, and I'm going to take you guys on a little bit of an adventure tonight. Friday night in the center of the town. This is a very famous clock tower. You can see what we've got, about 20 to 8 here. All the buildings are now starting to be lit up, and the Chinese love their LED. This here is LED. This is LED. This sign behind me is LED. The Louis Vuitton lights up at night. You'll see this. Look at the size of this LED screen. This whole center area and around at night, they light all the buildings up. And this city is the size of, I was told, with all its district municipalities joined together, the size of Belgium or Austria. Now guys, I'm here on Friday night in Chongqing, and you're not going to believe this. See if you see what I see. Of course you see a lot of people, right? City of 30-some million people on a Friday night. We've been here 4 days, and Yulia and I can count the foreigners on one hand that we've seen here. That's incredible. That is something, it's like we're on, as Yulia told me earlier, Planet China. They have their own kind of internet, their own web pages, their own websites, their own social networking. They're not on Facebook, they're not on YouTube, they're not on, they're on Sino Weibo, their version that they own TikTok, they're on TikTok, and it's extraordinary. A couple things that I read about Chongqing tonight, and then I noticed the difference between Chongqing and Bangkok. In Bangkok, there's scooters everywhere. Chongqing, they're nowhere to be seen. And you have to wonder why, because this is one of the largest manufacturers of scooters and motorcycles in all of China. This city has a lot of bridges. They don't stop at bridges. They invest in the future, and what they've done, it's quite interesting, is they started a metro line back in 2007. It was a grand 13-year plan to connect all these metro stations. Well, you want to know how many riders take the metro in a day here? 2.5 million. Yearly, it's almost 750 million people. Everybody's heard of Shanghai, but this is where the infrastructure is coming. This is where the focus is coming. This is a major city in southwest China, and I'm telling you guys, I'm witnessing it before you guys, and you're coming along on this journey before the world sees it. Have a look at this building. You can just imagine the lights that illuminate that thing at night. And yes, that whole building is being lit up. But this whole thing about the Chinese, it being doom and gloom, look at this. Friday night, people are walking, enjoying themselves with their family. It's all very civil. There's bars, there's restaurants around, and many things to do on a typical Friday night, just like we do. Except there seems to be civilization where it's a lot more ordered. Now you might say, oh, that's the arms of the government coming down. No, I just think it's a society that ultimately has respect for work ethics, respect for companies, respect for their boss, and for respect to have the one goal, one China, and one vision. And I feel it. There's no garbage anywhere. There's no buildings that have graffiti on it. I don't see posters of this band playing tonight splattered all over the lampposts. Beautiful flowers in the center of a town. Now you might say, oh, my city has plant pots, but it's clean. Do you see any garbage? There's no garbage anywhere here at all. Water fountains, nobody on skateboards, smashing up the infrastructure. Guys, this is probably one of the most unknown world-class cities that nobody's ever heard of. I mean, this is bigger, the population is bigger than my country, and nobody's heard of Chongqing. Why I'm saying this with such energy is, I'm one of maybe 5 foreigners I've seen here in 5 days. Why are we not here? We're just outside a big restaurant here in the center of Chongqing, and these gentlemen are preparing the meat for the customers behind. You can see there's thousands of customers behind, and they're putting such great detail into it. And this is open from the street to see from the public. Wow, look at the size of that cleaver. So I want to tell you guys last night about my experience at the music lounge. Now, you saw those guys that were singing on stage, and the gentleman came up to me and he says, "Do you have WeChat?" And I said, "Of course I have WeChat. I just got WeChat." And I said, why is everybody so, needing to be connected by WeChat?" He says, "Well, the average Chinese person doesn't give me a tip, but they ask me at the end of the show, as a musician, do you have WeChat?" And they said, "Yes." "Hi, how are you?" "Oh, wow, so nice." Thank you.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, thank you. Oh, warm.
Thank you.
Why do you always get free stuff here?
I don't know. Everywhere I've gone, I've got free stuff.
They think you're famous?
Yeah. So here's why the musician asked me why. I'm getting to the point. His fans come to see him a few times during the week, and if they like a song or they want a song recommended to him, he says, "When I'm singing, I feel my phone vibrate." They tip him while he's on stage from their WeChat account. Now that is where the future is going. Thank you very much. What am I drinking here? What is this? Is it tea or is it tea?
Something sweet.
Tea? Tea.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Everywhere I go in town, I feel like I'm a celebrity. I don't know why, but they're treating us very well here. So come on guys, we're gonna get going down. We've got to go down to this really cool area and show you. I brought you guys down to the HONGYA Cave. Now, this is interesting. This was one of the ancient ports that was back in the early Ming and Qing dynasties. It's been here for almost 2,300 years. You can see these old houses behind me on stilts. They've been kept in such immaculate condition. They're all brick, wood beams all throughout. Some of them are as high as 11 stories high. And the Chinese are flocking here. You can feel that this is a very tourist destination for the Chinese. So this area was an old military fortress. Now you can see right across the river there is the other side of Chongqing. You can see the beautiful skyline. So the Chinese come down here for their, we'll call it their Instagram moment. Anyway, we're gonna walk down there, and I'm pretty sure that they're catering to their crowd and not really foreigners like me, but maybe we'll find a bite to eat today. So let's get down there and check it out. There's a lot of stairs that crawl all the way down here. You know, that's why they call it a cave. I mean, you can pretty much just imagine what was going on here over 2,000 years ago. So we're going to continue to walk down these dark little cave steps and get down there.
It's almost like it's carved into the mountain.
Yeah,
We'll have a
check
look. There's a bit of traffic, but fountain. Oh, Spider-Man is here too.
So I'm just in the middle of this cave, and I'm walking down these stairs, and you'll see all these little locks and love notes, special requests or special things to loved ones.
Dear Alex, YouTube subscribers.
And there's thousands of these little hearts. We always feel that this culture is very closed off and very cold, but quite the opposite. And this is where people are buying some of the things that they're hanging. You can see They're hanging them along the bridges here. They come, they purchase them with bells, write the special notes.